Now, let's talk about artists and Discord and Twitch. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. And, I see this every month. It kind of increases towards the end of the month. And you know what? I think it's time for me to actually talk about this a little bit more lengthy because this is becoming an issue that I have seen many times. Now, I'm kind of new within the VR chat, within the VTuber space and stuff like that. But at time to time, you try and get some art commissioned. I have a couple things in the works. And, I create emojis or get emojis created for the Twitch, for the Discord. But it also brings forward a lot of other attention, and thus being so-called artists trying to sell you artwork that you don't necessarily are asking for. I am getting inundated with commissions. People asking for me to pay for commissions for artwork, for emojis, for stuff that I generally don't want. And it's becoming quite the situation. Now, throughout my time on YouTube and in Twitch and Twitter and now TikTok, I've had a massive amount of outreach of people randomly messaging me. I'm very open in my DMs. I talk to a lot of people and I sit there and I tell them, listen, if you're going to say hi, I'm going to ask how you are. I'm going to continue the conversation because I don't mind speaking to people. I don't mind speaking to a lot of people in my chat, in my community, in and around the comment sections. But it becomes very tiresome when you go back and forth. Then you get a sob story. Oh, my niece, my daughter, my wife, my whatever, they're in the hospital and I'm trying to raise money to through an art commission. Would you like to see some of my artwork? Here's the way I look at things. If you have artwork of me, if you have artwork of anybody that's around me, I would love to see it. I generally am very appreciative of any artwork that does come down. I draw. I've learned how to draw in the last little bit myself, and I always just want to share it with people. And that's the way I see it. If you want art, if you have art, you want to share, you want to show me, I'm in a Discord, I'm on Twitter, you can tag me there. But in no way do I want you to turn around and DM me and say, listen, I would like to sell you some art. Would you like to see the artwork that I have? And then maybe we can move from there and discuss a price. The answer for this is no, and get the fuck out of my community because I am sick and tired of it. I have seen this so many times. I know there are Discord groups that are now running blacklists of people that do this. They sit there, and if you start discussing this with people, if you approach someone in a DM, you get added to a list and you get banned from multiple Discords at that point, or multiple channels, because people just are sick and tired of it. It's the end of the year. People just want to celebrate. Yes, people are down on their luck and they generally are trying to make money. But coming to someone randomly and being like, hey, listen, I want to get to know you, and then it's like 2 sentences later, I'm going to try and sell you my soul and sell you some art. In a lot of cases, it's going to be it's going to be a scam on top of that. You pay them, if you pay them any money, and then they sit there and go, thanks for the money, bye, we're gone. No, this isn't how this works. This isn't how this is going to work. If you want to show off art that you've made of me, or if you have ideas that you want to sit there and show it off, I am more than happy to see that. I would love to actually add in some stuff into videos or something like that and honor those that make art that happen to be this phoenix in front of you. But in no way do I want you to sit there and tell me, oh, I have an idea. Just give me some money up front and I'll run this idea. No way do I want to do that. Do I care? I'm also in the avian side of things with the furry fandom, which there isn't a ton of avian artists out there, so it's a little bit more niche in that sense. I have one that I've commissioned right now, but it's been a whole redesign in that sense. So there is a lot more detail and a lot more problems when it comes to avian art in that matter, because not everyone can draw a beak, not everyone wants to draw this. They generally go to the wolves, the werewolves, the dogs, because in a lot of ways they're a little bit easier to draw. But that's not to say anything that it's bad. It just means there's a lot more detail that has to go with it when you have beaks and wings and so many more appendages and so many more things that you can do with that art form. I love seeing a lot of it. I really do. I have for a long time, even though nothing really clicked in that sense until, I was able to settle down a little bit and learn a little bit more about myself in that sense. Now, if I'm getting inundated by this stuff, it's to the point where I just want to sit there and not even accept random DMs anymore, where I'm just going to sit there and start saying, no, if you're not a friend, if you're not part of my server, I'm not going to pay any attention to you. I'm in currently like 90 Discord servers. I don't have a lot of, there's a lot of notifications that go through that, and I go through a lot of it, and a lot of it I just ignore and turn off the notifications that happen. And, I'll join a Discord to get updates for video game or updates on certain things, but in a lot of ways I get inundated by random people joining these Discords and then suddenly going, oh, I saw your profile picture, it looks really cool, I have an idea for an art for you, can you give me money up front? No, this has to stop. This type of thing is absolutely ridiculous at this point. And when I am on the daily basis getting at least 1, 2, 3 DMs from random people on multiple social media platforms, this is not the type of thing that people want to deal with. People want to have a conversation, they want to have a good time, and they want to talk and be like, hey, cool, you seem like a nice person, let's talk, let's become friends. I'm not a mark. I am definitely not your mark in this sense, and I would love nothing more than to see artwork up front and be like, cool, I'm glad you made something like that. Let's showcase it on the channel. Let's showcase it in my Discord. Hell, maybe I'll even post it to Twitter or something like that. But honestly, if you're just going to sit there and tell me, oh, I have this cool idea, give me some money, I'm just going to ignore you. And, in a lot of ways, this is more of a PSA for everyone out there, because I know I'm not the only one dealing with this. I see a lot of people dealing with this. I hear a lot of people talk about this, and they just kind of fluff it off and move on. If you're in a Discord server and someone approaches you saying, I would like to sell you some artwork without showing you anything, or they're just approaching that, contact the moderators of that Discord, because in a lot of ways that's against the Discord rules, or against the idea of having a community together. Yes, we're a community of a lot of people, and we're trying to build together in that sense, but nobody knows who these people are. Generally, they would have either have a brand new Discord account, or they just joined that server and they're randomly targeting people. In a lot of ways, this is a scam, and they're just trying to get money out of people, and that type of thing needs to stop. I don't know what the solution is here, so at this point, I'm just bringing light to it, just to say this is going on in and around a lot of communities. I've had this go on for a long time, and since going back over to Twitch for myself, I've had it kind of increase a little bit in the last little bit, and I do get it a lot. I really do get a lot. It's kind of weird though, in my own Discord server, I never really have a lot of people in my own Discord contact me. So if you are in my Discord and you have people randomly contacting you for commissions, let me or my mod team know, because we will deal with this appropriately. It needs to stop, this type of thing. And it's really unfortunate that I have to sit there in front of a camera and talk about it, because it's an ongoing thing. And usually I do notice at the end of each month, it does become something more. Anyway, thanks for watching. I am your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cindershadow. Have yourselves a great holiday. I hope you're doing well this holiday season, and I will see you all again very, very soon. I am your proud Canadian Phoenix, Cindershadow. Have yourselves a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again.